What if I told you that the middle class isn't disappearing by accident, but by design? The gap between the rich and the poor is growing, and the people in power aren't trying to stop it. In fact, some would argue they're making it happen on purpose. Today, I'm breaking down the secret plan to eliminate the middle class, and what you can do to protect yourself. This isn't some wild conspiracy theory. The signs are everywhere, and I'm going to lay it all out for you. Let's get into it. The first way the middle class is being squeezed out of existence: stagnant wages. While the cost of living has skyrocketed, housing, food, healthcare, education, wages have barely budged. The average worker is making about the same as they were 40 years ago when you adjust for inflation, while corporate profits have hit all-time highs. But here's the kicker: they could raise wages. Companies are making more than ever. So why don't they? Because keeping wages low ensures people stay dependent, either on debt, the government, or their employers. And a struggling middle class means less financial freedom and less power for the average person. While wages stay frozen, the cost of everything else keeps going up. And I'm not just talking about inflation. This is by design. Real estate investors and hedge funds are buying up single-family homes, driving up prices so the average person can't afford to own. Meanwhile, rent prices are rising faster than incomes. Same with food. Same with healthcare. Same with college tuition. The middle class is being priced out of stability, forced into either debt or dependence. And guess what? That benefits the people at the top. And speaking of dependence, let's talk about debt. It's not an accident that Americans are drowning in student loans, car loans, credit card debt, and medical bills. This system is designed to keep people owing money so they never actually build wealth. The middle class used to be defined by homeownership, savings, and upward mobility. But now, it's defined by debt. And the more debt you have, the less freedom you have. The people at the top know this, and they make money off of it. And let's not forget about small businesses. Once the backbone of the middle class, they're now being wiped out by massive corporations. The pandemic only sped up what was already happening. Big companies got bigger, while small businesses were forced to close their doors. And here's the wild part. Government policies actually help big businesses while letting small businesses fail. Why? Because when fewer people own businesses, more people become employees, which means they have less control over their income and future. So what's the goal here? Why would anyone want to eliminate the middle class? Simple: control. A strong middle class means people can afford to be independent, invest, and even challenge the system. But a society divided into just the rich and the poor, that means more people living paycheck to paycheck, relying on the government or massive corporations for survival. And that means less resistance to whatever the people at the top want. But here's the good news. You don't have to play into this system. There are ways to fight back. Here's what you can do. Invest in assets, not liabilities. Stocks, real estate, and side businesses can help you escape the paycheck to paycheck cycle. Get out of bad debt. The less debt you have, the less they can control you. Build multiple income streams. Relying on one job is risky. Find ways to make money on your own terms. Support small businesses. Every dollar spent at a local business is a dollar not going into the pockets of massive corporations. Stay informed and question everything. The more you understand how this system works, the better you can navigate it. They want you to be stuck. They want you to struggle, but you don't have to. The middle class isn't dead yet. And if you play your cards right, you can make sure you're not one of the ones left behind. If this video opened your eyes, do me a favor. Hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and let's keep this conversation going in the comments. Do you think the middle class is being eliminated on purpose? What's your plan to escape the trap? Let me know below. And if you want more deep dives into the financial games being played against us, make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for watching. Stay smart, stay free, and I'll see you in the next one.